This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Forget the frustration of picking commerce platforms when you switch your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell. With Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/tech.
Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the Patriot Angle Podcast, a show about America's truth, unhinged, unfiltered, raw. Your host, Mike Gardner. Hey guys, welcome to today's show. Today we're going to have a very special show today. It's a bonus episode from earlier tonight from my my one-on-one conversation I had. Good person I know had my cousin on as a special co-host to the show. So this show will basically be pitched in from our Facebook Live conversation we had earlier tonight. So tune in. I think you're going to like it. It's a really, really a good political conversation I had with my cousin from Texas, and just spitballing a lot of political conservative views. So I hope you like it, and listen in, guys. All right, folks. This is a very, very heated conversation I had. I think it's heated because it touches a lot of conservative views today of just basically what's going on with just everything. And I had the opportunity to talk to my cousin that lives in Texas, and what's going on with things going on in Texas versus what's going on in things just everywhere, including, the state I currently live in Georgia. I live in a very liberal city right now in Atlanta, and there's a lot of just crazy saga scenario type things, and really awesome to get to talk to my cousin. Brought him on the show as a special co-host, which I believe that you'll see a lot more of him on the show. For a year now, I've been doing it solo, but had a really awesome time talking to him. And like I said, you might see him more and more often now on the show as an additional addition to the podcast here, the Patriot Angle. So with that being said, let's bring in my cousin here and just spitball just everything that's what's been going on. So here's my cousin, and including myself as well. Welcome to today's show. Tonight's bonus edition to the Patriot Angle Podcast. I'm your host, Mike. Waiting for the guest co-host to join the show here tonight. Should be here in a little bit. But show will be starting here in a few minutes, just getting things set up. Like I said, it's a bonus edition here of the show. So hope you liked tonight's show. We got a lot to talk about tonight. A lot of heated things going on. Just crazy scenarios of just ridiculousness. And I mean, it's not going to stop, folks. It's not going to stop. I mean, you should see like just the far left. What's going on here, and it's just it's chaotic. It's chaotic, and it's crazy. But with that being said, welcome to tonight's show, his bonus episode. Where to start? I seen these new agendas of what's going on. Biden wants to basically increase food stamps, welfare, as you know it, and basically just cause havoc. But who's there to understand all that? Who's there to stop him? I mean, he just seems to create more and more chaos, more havoc. Underdetermined the presidency, and that's becoming the far left. The far left is that's what they seem to be doing. They just they love just causing chaos. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick little break here. You're hearing the bonus episode of earlier tonight on my Facebook Live feed. We're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back after these words, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, shows today is sponsored by Spotify. Spotify, what a great app. Not only do I use it for my show here, the Patriot Angle podcast, and also the Patriot Brief, but I also, in my leisure time, love to listen to the podcast on there as well, with the shows, even the music. And what's great about Spotify, guys, is you can create your personal playlist and listen to it anywhere you go. If you're low on data, or if you just don't want to use your data, you can download your playlist right to your phone, your iPhone, your Android, and listen to it offline. So you don't really need to listen to it with your data on your personal phone's carrier service. What I also love about Spotify is their premium service. The premium service, folks, if you're not into the ads, sign up for Spotify Premium. What is it? It's basically their upgraded service on the app, and you can bypass all the ads, because trust me, folks, there's times where I don't even like listening to the ads on any of the platforms today that we have today. So download Spotify. You're going to love it, folks. It's like cutting edge. Everything you could possibly think of, it's on the Spotify app. Podcasts, shows, music, everything. Download it today, guys. You'll love it. All right, folks. Welcome back to tonight's show. You're hearing a live feed from my Facebook. You're hearing a live feed from my Facebook live that I did earlier tonight. Having a live conversation here. With that being said, welcome back into tonight's show. Got my cousin from Texas joining in, and it was a good one, folks. A really, really good episode we had earlier tonight, and let's tune back into the conversation.
Over there soon in the future. Also, right after this little bonus feed here on Facebook, right? We're going to be launching this live feed over to our Twitch feed. So that'll be launched here shortly, right after we're done here. And then also this will be also launched, this little segment here on our audio feed as well too. Yeah, I totally agree, Derek. The invite me to go live with you before they take my rights of free speech away on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's security level. Yeah, they're taking rights away. I mean, we're seeing that every day, folks. We're seeing that every single day. Freedom of speech is dead, pretty much. You can't say things without being criticized. Certain expressions are being criticized and also viewed on a bias level. And that's happening everywhere. It's happening in the workplace. It's happening in public. It's happening even in households too. I have the opportunity to come from a family that we care about one another. We love each other, and that's great. But there's also other families out there that don't have that opportunity. They don't have the opportunity that some families have. I mean, I've seen some families out there that they are the most biased families I ever met in my life. I mean, thank God I don't come from a family like that. But I do agree with the mask situation being out of control. It's out of control. Censoring freedom of speech is very real and alive in the entire country. Yes, basically, if you do disagree with the agenda, the media and the government will push you as a bigot, racist, or provoke hate speech. Are you kidding me? That's every day. It's every day. See, this is what's going on, folks. I have a live show right now here on Facebook, right? Are they watching the show? Probably. Are they censoring the show? Probably. I can't even have this guest co-host as a slide box here on the show. Usually you can do that on live feeds here on Facebook, But, it's not allowing me to do it. Why? I have no idea. Maybe that's why in the last, I want to say 3-4 months, the downloads here on Facebook have been declining. You see that on Twitter too. There's a lot of people leaving Twitter, going over to other platforms such as Rumble. You see the other platforms such as what the hell was it? The other one, Parler. They took Parler right off. Oh yeah, Parler has been basically, I think, deactivated. You can't even see that on Google Play or the Play Store app. It's just, you can't even download it. But Rumble seems to be a good app. A lot of people joining Rumble. A lot of people going over to Twitch, which Twitch will become our new home. It's actually is our new home. Believe it or not, this video here will be the very first feed on the Twitch feed, the platform. So look out for that later on tonight. Also, like I said, this will be launched on the Anchor feed, which is our home platform for the podcast. Also, you can also listen to my podcast, The Patriot Angle, and The Patriot Brief through Spotify and anywhere you hear podcasts. But with that being said, here I'm going to bring my guest co-host. I guess we got it working now. I don't have Paul here to help me out, so I'm doing this all by myself. So bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I know this is a live feed, so bear with me. I'm going to bring Derek here on the feed here and get his views. So of what's going on here. So as it's working here, waiting on the feed to go through here. But I mean, this shit is terrible. It really is. I never thought in my wildest imaginations I would see, just crap happening here. Why is it not allowing my co-host to be on the programming here? Well, they're definitely censoring, and it's basically becoming out of control. Yes, I guess we won't be able to add you, Derek, because that's Facebook for you. They like to censor. And folks, if you definitely rough times, Derek, I completely understand. Folks, when you join us on the Twitch platform, Twitch doesn't have this, folks. I know Rumble doesn't have this. Rumble, I mean, doesn't have the censoring. Doesn't have the spying and all this other crap. Doesn't have that. No, it doesn't have that, folks. Does not have the problems, the glitches. Doesn't have all that. See, these are glitches here that Facebook, big tech. That's another thing. Big tech. Oh, speaking of big tech, Derek, did you see the first governor to step up with launching his own, so to speak, his own campaign against big tech? It was actually no other than Florida Governor DeSantis launching his campaign to fight against big tech on censoring. Yeah. Did you see that? Yeah, I don't know if you heard me there, Derek. That DeSantis was launching his very, very first campaign. I believe it makes him the very first governor to do that, to fight the big fight against big tech. That's crazy. But what can you do? What can you do? Well, this is just the constant fight we're fighting against it. I certainly agree with the Twitch app, Twitch platform. Twitch, basically, if I'm understanding what they go on Skype or a Zoom type call, that's cool. That's cool. See, there's no censoring on Twitch. That's what I like about it. Twitch is like Rumble. They believe in freedom of speech, and they should. They should. Someone has to go to the problem. Is a big tech is a global problem. Yeah, I do understand. Yeah, it's definitely a global problem. I don't know. Is the UK having issues like that? I'm not sure. Well, they don't give a shit about our rights as Americans. I totally agree. Totally agree. Of course. Oh, here we go. Wow. They allowed us on here. What's going on, big buddy?
Hey, you see me?
Yeah, I see you, but you're all dark.
Oh, okay. All right, shit. All right, let me get into some light then. I had to do it over my phone, I guess.
I guess they had to monitor us first, right, to make sure that we're okay.
There we go. There we go.
There you go, man. You got your headset on. Wow, you're more professional than I am tonight. God,
yeah, they definitely are. They're definitely trying to monitor us. Yeah, I got the headset on. It's how I'm listening to the podcast while we do everything. Yeah, man. If I can just jump in about the big tech, man. Let's be honest, man. Like, they're a global conglomerate, man. They don't give a flying shit about our rights as Americans and what they're able to take away from us at all. All they really care about is the money that they're getting in from hidden fucking companies and stuff like that. Black money, dark money. You know what I mean? And that's it's gonna screw us, man. It's gonna screw us. It's terrible.
Sure. I mean, you go over to cities like liberal cities like Atlanta. Like, I mean, you know me, man. I mean, I live right on the outskirts of Atlanta.
You're in it, yeah.
And like, you go to, I mean, slowly by slowly, you go to these restaurants in Atlanta. They're slowly by slowly opening up, and the governor, Kemp, you know, which is. Oh God! Don't get me started with Kemp. He had all the chances in the world to try to help Trump, you know, in fighting, you know, the corruption and everything. And they're slowly by slowly opening up because they get it. They get it because no one's going to want to order things like Uber Eats and DoorDash. You know, no one wants to do that. People want to sit in a restaurant with their families or, you know, their maybe friends and enjoy a dinner. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think your audio's going there, big bud.
Yeah, it's because I'm doing this over my phone and not over my PC because for some reason it's just not letting me. So it's going to cut in and out due to the Wi-Fi, unfortunately. But yeah, man, here in Dallas, I mean, you know, we live in Texas, so this whole big shutdown shit, like, it did not stop us whatsoever. I mean, you walk into a restaurant now, you're supposed to wear your mask inside or when you walk into this restaurant, right? Yeah. This has been going on for a year. It's been going on since the start of this. I think restaurants shut down for like a week or two, and then they were like, fuck this, man. We need to make money, or we have bills. So you walk into the restaurant wearing your mask, you sit at your fucking table, and then all you do is take your mask off and you eat and you drink, and it's, you know, it's like business as usual.
I don't understand, and this is what's going to happen in the coming months. I think even in a couple of years. See, you have to wear a mask to go into the restaurant, right? But then you're allowed to take your mask off as you're eating. So I guess COVID. Yeah, I guess COVID doesn't. You don't catch COVID like if you're eating, but you will catch COVID if you're not eating. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand.
It makes no sense. Well, it's like I stated in the comments, man.
All right, folks, you're listening to a live feed here between my cousin there from Dallas, Texas, and we'll be right back after these words, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hey, folks, this got to get to a new sponsor here on the show. Freewheel Farms. Anybody living in the Atlanta area, if you're looking for a farm, an urban farm, pretty cool one too in the city, look no further to Freewheel Farms. I happen to live near this great little business here that's run by young farmers that know their stuff, folks. They know their stuff, and they know what's healthy for you. Head over there to Freewheel Farms. You can even check them out on their Facebook, Freewheel Farms, or freewheelfarms.com. They have everything from organic vegetables to just about anything that you're looking for. Very, very good stuff. They know everything about farming. They know everything about organics. I happen to buy from them from time to time. And they're very, very well down-to-earth type of people. So if you're looking for a good farmer's market even, too, head over there to Freewheel Farms in Atlanta, Georgia. Folks, this is a really, really good small business. And if anything, any time for supporting a small business, that's the company to support. And I support Freewheel Farms. So head over there to today and basically check them out. All right, folks, welcome back to the show. I had to take a quick little break. Hope y'all are enjoying the special conversation I had with my cousin out in Dallas, Texas. And for all those who's enjoying the podcast here, the Patriot Angle, we also do the another bonus part of this podcast. It's called the Patriot Brief. Short little 15, 30-minute segments. You could also view any other past episode that you may or may not listen to through the Spotify app. Also, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or anywhere you hear a podcast. We'll also be launched on Twitch. For those who like Twitch, head over to the Twitch app. All our video podcasting is launched right on Twitch, whether it's on Twitch or if it's being broadcast on Facebook Live. So join us over there on Twitch. And for our good friends at Anchor, our followers that follow us on Anchor, thank you very much. Continue to listen to us on Anchor, which is our home app that we broadcast off. And for all my loyal listeners out there, thank you very much for continuing to listen to us. We couldn't do it without you, and thank you very, very, very much. With that being said, I'm going to continue with the episode today. So tune right in, guys.
Basic human right to do or don't. You know, if I think your virus was created by the Chinese government that current President Biden is in cahoots with, money's been laundered, this and
people are neurotic. Oh God, you're gonna wear your mask when you go to sleep. I mean,
like
sadly, I mean, when you wear a mask too when you're going to bed with your partner or your wife or something, you having sex with the mask. I mean, Jesus Christ, people get ridiculous with these masks. You know,
man, I see him walking down the street, and I'm just like, man, there's no one in front of you, no one behind you, no one to the left or right of you. It's not just in the air, just infecting people left and right. That's not the situation.
Yeah,
it's not what we're dealing with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you don't have the mask, you know, the people that are so into this whole mask crap, you know, they look at you like, you know, there's something wrong with you. Like, oh my God, you're not wearing a mask, dude. What the hell's wrong? You're gonna kill everybody. I'm like, what? Come on, enough with that crap. You know, I mean, we
don't do it at work. I haven't been affected personally by it. In the past year with the warehouses that I work in, not a single person has worn it. When people come to pick stuff up, those people, they wear their mask inside. We as employees, and there's 35 of us, you know what I mean? Like it's not affecting us at all. And I live in Dallas, Texas. It's a big, huge city, and me personally, it's not affecting me at all. You know, I didn't lose time at work. None of that. So the only time I'm wearing a mask is in Walmart and in 7-Eleven to get my gas. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
If I'm walking down the street, you can kiss my ass, man. Like, it's not happening. When I'm in my house, when I'm walking my dog, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't subscribe to that agenda, to your agenda of a controlled society based off of your belief in something that I don't agree with. You know what I mean? So.
And it's funny too, because I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of emails here, from this feed, because I got a lot of liberals and stuff, listeners. That's okay. They want to. Oh, you're against the mask. You're a bad person. Hey, it's just my patriotic views and thoughts. Whatever. That's what's great about being American. You just say whatever the hell you want to say, But
for the time being.
Oh yeah, because that's
for the time being.
That's the next agenda: freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech. Then it's censoring. What else is it? Oh God! Then the whole great era of Trump. That's pretty much down the drain.
40 plus executive orders passed in the first 3 days will do that.
Exactly right. He becomes the first president in history that signed. Would you say like 45 executive orders in the first day?
I think it was something like that. Yeah, within the first, I want to say 3 days, it was 40. It's 40 something, around 45.
Yeah,
and it's unprecedented.
Yeah,
unconstitutional as well.
Yeah, Trump signed I think like 1 or 2. Obama signed 5. George Bush signed 0. Shows you like, oh, I haven't done anything in 47 years as a politician. But as a president, I'm going to try to outdo President Trump, former President Trump. So I'm going to take everything that he did in 4 years and just basically reverse it. The wall is basically on what's called a suspended note. They're not building anything on the wall anymore in Texas, I'm told. It's basically on a temporary halt. So
which is costing thousands of jobs in the Texas state, let me add.
The pipeline is basically.
But here's the thing: is there's Hispanic Americans, human beings who fought to get their papers, get their rights to call themselves American, who know more about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, than any of these motherfuckers that are signing these orders. It's sick. There's the Hispanics, the Hispanic Americans close to the border are the people building that border because they don't believe it's fair that these others, illegals, is what they are, can just come in by one way, shape, or form and get away with so much when they had to fight for what they have. It's a disgrace to the people that do it the proper way.
Yeah, did you see the damn what the hell was it? Representative out of Georgia, was it Taylor Greene, I believe her name is? They're trying to take her out of her seat because she's a pro-Trump pretty much supporter. She believed in what Trump representative and, what he represented and stuff like that. And they're trying to take her out of, they're trying to remove her seat, from the, from government. And, it's outrage. Just because you have an agenda, just because you have a message or a policy, and if the far left, the radicals, they don't agree with you, they'll basically just, they'll try to either censor you or try to remove you completely.
Yeah, they'll snuff you out one way, shape, or form. Yeah, and that's the thing, and it's a huge attack. What did Trump do for us, man? He created a bunch of jobs, got a whole bunch of factory business back from overseas with good business decisions, things of that nature. He dropped the amount of people on food stamps in this country. He gave inner cities more jobs by putting money into the inner cities. He did so much. And all they can be stuck to is fake collusion, which was admitted to be fake. A week after Biden took his fucking presidency? Oh, and they berated that shit around for 3.5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of food stamps, did you see what Biden just did? He just signed another executive order. I think that makes like 53 or 54 now in just was it a week and a half, 2 weeks now? 54, 55, maybe fit close to 60 now, that he's going to increase food stamps by 5%.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hey, everyone's losing their jobs now.
Yeah.
The 8 to 10,000 people that were working on the pipeline just lost their jobs. The people building the walls lost their jobs. What was it? The check that they're giving out, this stimulus check. I mean, it's man. I read something where they're trying to get it to minority Americans before they give it to other small business owners.
Yeah, and it's only up to 40,000. They're saying
what minority I want to give it to, as long as it's not the hardworking, tax-paying white Christian male. That guy can suck it. It's
pretty much
shit.
Pretty much. I got some listeners here on the show that tune into my audio podcast through Spotify and Anchor, good friends at Anchor, and some UK followers actually from Ireland, and they say we're with you, Mike. With the U.S. and everything, just battling, the deep state. We don't have any of the problems that you guys have in the U.S. And I mean, this is coming from a listener from what the hell was it? I forgot a town I can't even pronounce. Somewhere out in northwest Ireland. He told me, we're having the COVID restrictions, but with division in government, we don't have any of that. I'm like,
right.
And he says, what they did to Trump in 4 years, that's God, he'll probably be going down as the only president in history to basically handle all that abuse. It's terrible.
Well, I mean, and that's the agenda of the left, right? Is to create divide, to get their way.
Exactly.
If we're divided as a nation, we won't be able to stand up against them together.
Yeah.
Right. That's been the agenda for years, man. Like, let's not act like this is anything new. This shit's been going on for years. It's only catchable now a bit because some social media outlets are corrupt.
Yeah, and we started,
but now they're getting shut down. Imagine that.
Exactly, and we started seeing this crap basically unfold. I want to say it started getting real bad after Hillary. After Hillary's loss in 2016. That's where, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, that's where all the deep state, all the division basically started, after 2016. They had their mirror image of oh yeah, Hillary's going to beat this outsider, this businessman, he'll never become president. Oh God, did you see all the people, what was it? George Clooney, all these
I'll move to Canada.
Yeah, was it Whoopi Goldberg, people from The View, he'll never become president and this and that. And, basically just, outshined them all, proved that a business person, a businessman or a woman, either or, can be just as a good politician as an outsider than people like your career politicians that've been in office for 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
And they're attacking Ted Cruz. Oh, that's the next person.
Of course.
Between Ted Cruz and AOC, the bartender from Queens. That's what she should go back to bartending. She has no clue on how to create or manage policies in government. She's going against Ted Cruz for speaking up his political mind on what's going on and what should be done and this and that. And oh God, you got to see that. There's a whole article on Breitbart. If you want look at policies and you want to look at stories, like positive stories, not your corrupted, twisted, far left type of radical news articles, go to Breitbart. Breitbart has all the positive stuff, and what they're doing to Ted Cruz is a disgrace. It really is. It's crazy. But yeah, we're going to close it out here because we're going over time here, because I was only going to do this for 35 minutes, but
okay. Well, I appreciate you having me on. Thank you for listening to me.
Like I said, man, when you see me on Twitch here in the next, probably going to do it in another week. Even had some listeners that listen through Spotify, and a lot of listeners that listen on Apple Podcasts, through my podcast that gets launched on Anchor. They tell me the same thing, man. Mike, you got to go on Twitch. You can't say half the crap, that you can say on Facebook, because Facebook is that's going to be the next one. You see all the people just in 1 year, lapse time here. All the people are literally leaving Twitter and Facebook to go over to sites like Rumble, sites like Twitch. They're just switching, because of the censorship.
Yeah. Well, we have to, because as the conservative side with values, morals, we hold our Constitution and the Declaration of Independence of our freedoms. We hold that to a standard, and when you start trying to rip that away from us at your will, based off of our beliefs over yours, you're gonna see a vast majority of us take off.
Yeah,
because you can only do so much before. I mean, we're gonna get the word across. We're gonna keep ourselves informed. And you're not going to be able to shut it down.
Yeah, what they did to that new platform, Parler, that's another one. Parler, man. Parler was the very first outsiding type of platform, set aside from, platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. They had their own platform. They're like, you know what? If people, and this came from people, too, that were on Facebook for years and Twitter for years. Oh, if they're not going to let us say our political views without fact-checking us or censoring us, we're just going to create our own platform. What they do, they create their own platform, such as Parler. The radical left Democrats seen it, didn't like their agenda, and basically just censored the hell out of them. Deactivated their entire damn platform. I don't even think you can go on Google Play or the Apple Store and download Parler anymore, because it's basically deactivated.
Wow.
And
there's a huge problem with that. As Americans, we have debate and a conscious mind for a reason. You know what I mean? Because we are individuals, and we have that right. We're not supposed to be fed bullshit lies to make it seem like things are a certain way when they're not, especially behind closed doors. And I think a whole lot of us are way too educated to believe that bullshit anyway.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The only ones,
we'll find our platform.
See, the only ones that are going to believe that bull crap are your liberals, your millennials, your radical, whether it's the corrupted media, crooked CNN news network, or just people in that agenda. Even sadly to say, even homeless people. I mean, they'll believe it. They'll believe anything pretty much. Sadly, not to be disrespectful or nothing, but they'll believe anything just to get ahead. Oh sure, you're gonna give us that. Okay, that's fine. But it's terrible what they're doing. Big tech censoring. Hopefully, they don't do that to the other platforms such as Twitch and Rumble, because I can clearly see, that they might be the new conservative platforms such as Twitch and Rumble. I see a lot of people going over to Twitch and Rumble. Basically, Twitch becoming the new YouTube, and Rumble becoming the new Facebook. Believe it or not. Because I've gotten to see a couple people on Twitch kind of Me and the guy, that my buddy Paul that helps me out with the audio with the podcast that I normally do, we were checking out Twitch and we were like, wow, this is a pretty cool app, And same thing with Rumble. Rumble, man, you could say something on Rumble, and guess what? You post something on Rumble, you don't get the little square box at the bottom saying this post has either been taken down or fact-checked by an independent checker. Like what?
No independent checker is independent and has no view of their own. It's not a thing. They say
what they are.
They say that, but man, let's be real. And I deal with it in my own house, man. I love my woman, but we do not think the same way on a lot of issues. Like, she has morals, she has values. She's independent. You know what I mean? I'm definitely a conservative Republican, and I loved Trump.
Yeah, right.
I loved everything that he did, man. When even in his speech that everyone hates, and they change up things that he said when he said, we will march patriotically in silent protest and be heard at the Capitol steps. When he said that shit, I loved that shit. I wish I was there.
But this is what they're getting confused about, okay? They are trying to turn it around. They're trying to say, oh, he incited violence, he incited this and that. No, he did not.
He didn't. No.
He didn't. He didn't call for people to knock the doors down at Capitol Hill. He didn't do all that.
No.
This is just an attempt to try to and this is crazy. The man is out of office and they're still trying to impeach him. Like, what the
This is unconstitutional. It's not a thing that's ever happened because it goes against, you can only impeach a president. And if you're not in office as a president, what are you being impeached from?
That's what Senator Ted Cruz of Texas said. The great conservative senator of your great state of Texas there said, Ted Cruz said, very unconstitutional that our four founding fathers a few hundred years ago would be shackled in their graves to hear this. You're trying to impeach a president that is no longer in office is very unconstitutional. They're only trying to do this because they see that he still has a campaign, a potential campaign race for 2024. What's that?
Sorry, did I lose you?
Yeah, we got you back there. See, they're censoring us. That's okay, though.
Yeah. Hey, every time I talk, buddy. Every time I talk.
Yeah. But
man, hey, I feel like in the position that he's in right now, I feel like there's 75 million of us who believed in
Yep.
as our president. 75 million can't be wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna. I know that you were trying to kill the show a little bit ago. We've gone over time and stuff like that. So I'm not going to start talking about mail-in ballots and secret amounts that have been pulled out of fucking trunks. Oh, sorry, my language. Pulled out of trunks of cars.
Don't apologize.
And dropped off at ballot boxes that were 90 to 100% for. Whatever. I'm not even going to get into that.
Hey, let me tell you something. You should never apologize for being a conservative patriot. Don't apologize. You don't apologize for nothing.
I get passionate, and my language gets passionate too. I use a curse word to emphasize an emotion, is what I say.
Well, that's okay.
And
that's okay. Like I said, this feed will basically be launched onto Twitch probably in another 20 or 30 minutes from now, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot of you and I too. I mean, even on your feed, I know you got your own personal feed on Twitch. You'll get some feedback off this, and then I'll get some feedback. There'll be more conservative people listening to this than there are people, like just one person listening to this right now on Facebook. I had about 20. I guess they didn't like the agenda, but that's okay. They must be paid by the left,
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and if you need any help with any of the Twitch stuff, send me a message. I'll help you go through some of the settings to make sure that everything's on tip top for Fire Up Day, man. So,
my buddy Paul, he's also my producer that helps me out with the audio on Spotify. He was looking at it, and like we were looking at it, and we're like, whoa, like we didn't even understand it. So definitely probably going to be private messaging it there on Facebook.
Yeah, some things that you'll need to download, open broadcast software, stuff like that.
Oh, so there's like third-party apps you have to download.
Yeah. So we'll get you squared away. Like I said, just send me a message. If I'm at work, I'll say, hey, I can't get to this till this time. I'll chat live with you. We can do a Facebook Messenger thing or whatever, where I can literally
absolutely, because my main viewers on the show are mainly from the UK, and even my UK followers, they were like, "What the hell is Twitch?" I mean, they were laughing their asses off. They're like,
platform right now. It's more than gaming. It's gaming. It's art. It's music.
Yeah, I
see there's some podcasts. Like it covers such a vast variety of different things that human beings are into. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten people from India, from the UK. I have people that love watching me so much they stay up till 3 a.m. to catch at least
God bless you, man.
2 hours, 3 hours of my show. You know what I mean? So it's like, and you have that same effect on people. You know what I mean?
God bless you. Before I close it out here, I'd love to plug you in there on here, get you some more people. What do they call them? Followers on Twitch? Is it followers or just viewers?
Yeah, you follow, and being a follower basically just gives you a notification when I go live. If I want to throw a plug out, it would be twitch.tv /Lisdexia82 LISDEXIA is my channel.
Stop it right there. You just lost me, but that's okay.
But you can catch me there, or here. Hopefully, I'll be doing a couple more of these co-hosts. Man, I had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, it's been great. Maybe we should do this every Wednesday or something, or maybe every other Wednesday, according to your schedule, because I got a crazy schedule myself.
As the next 4 years unfold, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be addressed.
I'm telling you.
I know.
All right, Derek. Love you, buddy.
All right, have a great one. I'll let you close out.
All right. Peace out.
Thank you. Bye, Mike.
All right, guys. You just heard an episode from the Patriot Angle. Good cousin of mine from great state of Texas had a very, very interesting conservative political thought on just what's going on. With that being said, thanks for tuning in, guys, to the show, and look for us on Twitch in the near future. Twitch is going to become the next new home of the Patriot Angle podcast. So tune in to Twitch as we will be broadcasting live videos as well as audio videos to that platform. And you can also listen to me via Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you hear a podcast. With that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle podcast, an Anchor platform.